I am making a switch to orality. There's always been two Torahs, a written Torah and an oral Torah. The switch to orality only signifies the importance of the written Torah. But the written Torah is written, and that's it. Then everything else is oral. Everything else is of the moment. The Torah is eternal in time, the written Torah. And everything else, which is left to man, is in the moment. All the phrases goes in one ear and out the other. This past minute is gone. What I said a minute ago, I wouldn't say now. It's like a bird's tweet. That's why Twitter came about. It was to say it and then kind of forget about it. Nobody reads those tweets anyway. And that's the way life is. All my life, I always played music, I recorded it or something. I never listened to it again. I only play. The thing about music is I can't read. So there's no written, it's only oral. It's only of the moment and spontaneous. It's like this. I'm speaking. I didn't have to go to school to learn how to speak in English. That's what people call a mother tongue. It's learned in the family. Everybody speaks a language. Everybody has orality, which you have to suffer through. And education is learn how to read and to sit there reading and to write. You have to learn the written part, which is we're not supposed to learn. We're supposed to learn the oral part. That entire Talmud of like 24 books, 26, whatever, is all oral. It changes every day with the people who are studying it and their conversations accordingly on it. It's supposed to be oral to begin with, and then you talk about it. A high form is like a sikot, a conversation. You know? It's just in the moment and then gone. And that's the beauty. Isn't that the beauty of a flower? It's in the moment, it blossoms, and it's gone. Another flower comes. Another day comes. So you only have this day, and it's only for you, and it's all oral. And don't record anything. And that's why I am going to start to go live. Live on YouTube. And if you are there with me live and can interact, then fine. But if I do 6 hours, you're not going to be sitting there tomorrow watching another 6 hours from yesterday. And whatever happens, happens. Like I went out to the park this morning and played against the wall and came up with some new things for myself. In the moment, I didn't come and write them down. They're engraved in my body. Engraved in my body like a tattoo. Like a tattoo. They're engraved inside me. And I go from there. And that's the beauty of the moment. You go from there, from where you are. And nothing written down. nothing printed, or I'm going to write a book. How sad. Oh, you have so much material, you could write a book, as if that's like it. The whole thing is, it's the opposite of it. When a lot of famous tzaddikim died, they burned their books. They used the writing as a tool for development when they are, it's like notes. I have books of notes. I never read them. I never go back. So there may be a process of like writing down something like a key word. And I will probably still keep my symbols. See? But it's orality. It's in the moment. And don't read commentaries. And here, it's 6 minutes into this video. Don't follow dead anybody. Dead tzaddikim, dead hasidim, dead writing. Only oral. Because today is a specific event. And the Torah gives you answers for each day. But what was correct 20 years ago is not correct today. A perfect example of that is in the secular world, what's happening in the sexual things of the Hollywood people and TV people. What was accepted 20 years ago is not accepted today. Times change, expectations change, every day is a different development. Today is the revelation of today's Torah. And today's Torah is created anew at every moment. But that's too high. So it's created anew every day. Every day that the sun comes up is a new day. Okay? And what was correct yesterday is not correct today. It has to come in for its own evaluation. So don't tell me what some great tzaddikim said 250 years ago. Turn on live and find out what it is right now. Interact with a haver and find out what's appropriate now. Determine the halacha, which means the way to walk. You don't walk 200 years ago, you walk now. So this is part of orality. When you have oral Torah, then you'll respect the written Torah. But there has to be two. Remember, the first 2 commandments were heard orally. And then the other 611, kind of like written down. 611 is Torah, and the 2 oral commandments add to 613, which are the mitzvot. And mitzvot, kind of like down here, it's higher than Torah. Torah was given to man. It's man to analyze here, to come up with halakha here. Make your own. Don't tell me what happened 14, 15 years ago. Tell me what's happening now. I don't want to know from books. The internet gives great potential here for live interaction, live audio with a visual. How beautiful. So you can be in Timbuktu and listen to me too. Doesn't matter where you are. When it's oral and live. And I got news for you. Whatever decision you come up with at that time is right for you. Because it's for your level that you're on right now. Don't say, oh, I'm on a bad level. I can't decide myself. Oh, Rabbi, what should I do? You decide for you now, and then go on. If you feel that you have to ask a rabbi, go ahead. That's the level you're on now. Until you get the revelation yourself. What comes into your mind yourself. Actually, there's a Hasidim, Ibitz Hasidim, that say that they're being spoken to all the time. And when you have doubt, that's when you go to a rabbi. And so that's what I actually am leading into now, because of my new respect for the Shemesh, the sun. And the Judaism is a daily participation, daylight participation. It's not a nighttime religion. It's a daylight religion. And that's why the Tzaddikim have always gotten up early to welcome the sun. And they live by the light. And then my opinion is you light Shabbos lights. Otherwise, you live... forget about the electricity so much. I know this is electricity, but I think this is the down going. Why we've been in goalless. Goalless is the night. We've had too much respect for the night, too much respect for the dark, and not enough respect for the sun, the Tiferet. You see. And when we gain this respect for the day, the individual day, which everything is included within. And then we die at night when we go to sleep. Because what is death? Sleep is 1/60th of death. And when we wake up again in the morning, we say the Modi'ani before brachas. Then we go wash our hands. And we welcome the day. And then we go out and do, because it's up to man and woman to do. Mamish, down here in the Osea world, in the physical world, whatever you want to do. And you only have a few hours to live until you die again. And if you don't think and then you go up and you receive a new soul, a new spark of soul. That's why when you wake up in the morning, you always have ideas. Most writers write in the morning. I did a video before sunrise this morning. And these ideas are new, like jazz piano. And they're not supposed to be written down as gospel, as written Torah. They're supposed to go out in one ear and out the other. And that's the oral way. Understand? It's like singing a song. It's like hearing a song. It's like a bird's tweet. It's like bird song. It's going on all the time. And that's the beauty. I don't go around with a recorder looking for bird song. I will go walk in the forest. I hear birds. You know? That's orality. And There's no note-taking. This is what happened in school. There's orality in school, and then the guy, I'm taking notes because I'm going to be grilled on this. And that's the fall down. That's the come down. That's why everybody is unhappy. Everybody's born embodied. Everybody has it to begin with. It's the old story of in the womb, you learned the entire Torah, and then when you come out, an angel hits you on the lip, and you forget the whole Torah, and then you spend the whole time of your life trying to relearn it. But you already have it, you just forgot it. It's in the body, so it's coming out again. You're not going to find that in the book. You're going to find it in your body. That body, how many fingers do I have? Fingers, not thumbs with fingers. There are 8 fingers. Those are the 8 days of Hanukkah. You have 4 fingers and a thumb. You don't have 5 fingers. That thumb is completely removed from the 4 fingers. These are the 4 letters of the God name Yud, He, Vav, He. Yud, He, Vav, He. And here's the tip of the Yud. The unique Yehida, spark of the self. So that's what we have here. Orality. In the moment. No turning back. Like Lot's wife. Don't turn back. Lech, go. And as you lech lecha. You go to yourself. That's a little introduction to my transition to orality for myself. This is not for you. This is for me. If you would like to accompany me on this journey to the self, to yourself, then just keep listening. There are no final answers except the answer you have right now.